Oops, I forgot to hit the button. But good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. I know. It's one of those things, there's so many moving pieces and parts. And that's one that sometimes I forget to hit. So good morning, Julie Kiss and Blue and Pat Moss and Kathy Hand. Good morning, everybody. Cheers. On this cold Thursday morning. But I'm thankful that I'm alive, thankful for another day, and thankful that you're all coming in here to say hello to each other. So let's do that. Let's say hello and let's see what's going on. Morning, Jesse. And let's go into our hearts, because that heart-brain coherence is the best thing we can do for ourselves in the morning. And if it helps, then I'm going to do it. Morning, Annie. You got a storm on the way. We got that storm already, so we sent it on to you, and you're welcome. Okay, so touching your heart center. Slow down the breathing. And add in some love. Add in the real, true, unconditional love that you are. We all come from spirit, the spark of the divine. And aren't we beautiful in our magnificence, in the way we shine in these human bodies? This is just temporary housing. This is just the vessel we're using to travel through this world. Inside of us, there's a whole universe. And it can all be boiled down to just a little seed, a little atom. That's all we are. We're just energy. So in that energy, how are you going to be? Are you going to use your energy for good? Are you going to bring a smile to somebody's face? You're going to make somebody giggle and maybe laugh out loud? Let's just make it that kind of day, a grateful kind of day, where we can just remember our magnificence. Oh, Annie 7. Yes, thank you, Kathy. Thank you to all who send the message out that we're on. Auntie Jean's up. She's up speaking Spanish this morning. Hello, Suzanne. I'll take that extra love. I'll have an extra helping of that today. All right, it is Thursday, and we are I am thankful. I'm hoping you all are thankful too. Give me one thing, just one thing that you're thankful for. Doesn't have to be a biggie. It can be something small. But mine's always huge. Mine's always, I'm grateful that I wake up every morning. And to me, that's a big deal. Good morning, Jennifer Langren. Okay, well, I am going to get to the reading of the blog. And I'm so grateful that they gave it to me early last night. And I was able to get some sleep. That felt good. That felt different. Usually I'm still awake at 4 o'clock in the morning, but not last night. I actually went to sleep and I dreamed. Oh my gosh. Are you all having like these really lucid dreams going on that are so real? I was glad to wake up because I'm like, I don't want any more of those dreams. Yes, I sent it to Hope as well. So maybe between the two of us, Kathy, will get her in here. Let's see. Annie, waking up with breath in my lungs. It's a great gratitude. And Auntie Jean's happy for coffee. Well, I have hot water. I don't have coffee just yet. Jennifer's grateful for her husband. Oh, I'm sure Micah loves that. There's probably a smile on his face. Ricky, grateful I woke up this morning. And Suzanne, grateful for the love and support I receive from my friends and family. Yay. Oh, you got elephant cats. I love when they do that, when they run up and down the stairs. Jen, you're awake at 4 a.m.? Yeah, I usually am. Every morning at 4, I'm awake. Marietta, beautiful heart lady, good morning. Julie, I'm happy for God answering all my prayers. Thank you, God. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love answered prayer. That's right, Kathy. They did know I needed rest. Yeah. Annie, we woke up to a big owl in our tree in the backyard. Oh, a hungry owl, I bet. He was looking for some food. And Hope, there you are. Oh, I'm so happy that you're here. Hope is grateful for all of you P's and for Mama P's new book. Thank you, Hope. Yeah, I've got to get the other one done now. So there's not much more to be done because the cover's already done. Well, the front cover's done. I have to do the back and then just finish editing for spelling errors and just look at the formatting of it. And Jen says, then I go back to sleep after and sleep till noon sometimes. I get that. Sometimes I take a 3 or 4 hour nap in the middle of the day because my body just says, hey, can't keep going with no sleep. Good morning, Deirdre. All right. So the blog was Say I Am You. And this is from Rumi. I love my Rumi. I am dust particles in sunlight. I am the round sun. To the bits of dust, I say stay. To the sun, keep moving. I am morning mist and the breathing of evening. I am wind in the top of a grove and surf on the cliff. Mast, rudder, helmsman, and keel. I am also the coral reef they founder on. I am a tree with a trained parrot in its branches, silence, thought, and voice, the musical air coming through a flute, a spark of a stone, a flickering in metal, both candle and the moth crazy around it, rose and the nightingale lost in the fragrance. I am all orders of being, the circling galaxy, the evolutionary intelligence, the lift, and the falling away, what is and what isn't. You know who Jalaluddin, you know you, the one and all, say who I am. Say, I am you. We are encouraged to stay focused on the oneness, which includes taking a deeper look at our connection to each other. I am you, and you are me. Rumi is teaching this with his beautiful poem. We are all that we see around us, because the truth is, there's nothing around us. It's a creation of our imagination. Our is key here, as there is only one. I am you, and you are me. Dear angels, I fully believe that each person has to come to terms with the oneness in divine time. It's not an easy concept to grasp. As humans, we are taught to be independent, strong, have our own ideas, speak our minds. Therefore, it's hard to understand an idea so seemingly opposite to what the world teaches us. It is that very contrast that helps us to grow spiritually, however. In seeing the dark, we recognize the spark within us. In honoring each other as mirrored reflections, we can lose all thought of separation. I believe we were never meant to be separate. I believe we came here to experience compassion and love on such a deep level that it's impossible for us to forget that lesson. Dear ones, close your eyes and shut out the perceived, quote, outside world of things and people. Let's do that. Close your eyes. Envision, if you will, nothingness, the void. See yourself standing at the precipice. Become the observer of your experience. What is your body doing? Is adrenaline rushing such that your heartbeat is faster? Did your breathing speed up? Look closely at how your body reacts when everything you think is there is suddenly gone. Just like that, with the blink of an eye. Now stretch your arms outward, away from your body. Feel the vastness expand when you do this. Dear one, you are in control of your experience. Come back to the breath. Slow it down by filling your lungs entirely and release it slowly. Allow yourself to continue to be immersed in the nothingness. There is nothing to see here. There is only you and the universe. If you can stay focused this way for a short while, you will indeed develop a new understanding of your connection with your higher self and with all of divinity. Those things, people, places that you perceive with your physical eyes are distractions that keep pulling your attention from the truth inside of you. As you allow yourself to merge into the oneness of all that is, that which has deep meaning to you will come along on the journey of discovery. You will perhaps bump into them in the void. You will recognize them by the love in their heart. Start seeing them as reflections of yourself. The more you say to them, I am you, and you are me, you will begin to understand the oneness even more. Dear ones, when you are ready to stop playing in the world of illusion and fully integrate your energy with the oneness, you will take that step off the ledge. It's a leap of faith that you must do alone. As you can see with this very short experience, you do not lose anything. If you still choose to gather to you what your physical eyes are showing you, that is your choice. There is no right or wrong. There's only growth. In being willing to get real and raw with yourself, you are starting on your path to the true you. Dear angels, I promise to stay focused on what is inside and see the reality of the oneness. So the angels gave us a little exercise there to do. And if you did that, even just for a second, you'll start to realize that all that stuff that we think is outside of us, all we have to do is close our eyes, and then we see what's real. Then we see us. Sometimes it can be pretty scary, can't it? To go to where it's just us and nothing else. Sometimes that's a safety net for us, is looking out and saying, oh, I have this, I have that, I got that person. But when we really break it all down, it's just us. And I just loved this last night. I did it after I had channeled it through from the angels. I just closed my eyes and everything went away. When you close your eyes, everything goes. It's just you then. And that's the reality. It's just you. So I just would love to hear if you all were able to do this, even just for a moment, if you were just able to shut out everything and just be with you. All right, so let's see where we are. See if y'all got that at all. Kathy says, I'm grateful to hear Hope's lovely voice in her special message in the Cuppa Messenger. I'll have to go listen to that. Leo says, good morning, peas. I finally woke up early enough to catch up with y'all. I am so happy, Leo, and I did get your message that you're coming to Sedona, and I am super thrilled that you are going to be here. And Leo, I want to introduce you to a friend of mine in Sedona. I think the two of you might get along pretty well. He leads people on hikes up into those beautiful rocks. So I'm going to see if there's anybody that wants to have Jay show him around and show him how to take some of the trails. We're going to actually go to one of the trailheads on our adventures out into Sedona. All right. Blue says, Leo's pocket misses you. It's going to start to snow shortly for the next few days, and she can't wait to founcity bouncity. We love yous. Oh, we all love our Leo, don't we? There's so much love there. And Suzanne says, yes, I was in complete blackness. I just love when we can just shut out everything, Suzanne. It's quite the experience. You know, some of us, there's this fear of the dark and there's fear of being alone and alone in the dark. But if you can go beyond the fear, if you can just say, I am safe here, and then see what's there, you're going to start really realizing your inner beauty and your inner peace and tranquility, because that's what happens. And Hope says, will the back cover have a pic of you on the phone? Yeah, it will, Hope. Kathleen, Mama Hada Bear, good morning. And Leo says, you know, I love my hikes. I can't wait to lose myself in Sedona. Oh, Leo, I can just see you in your glory there in Sedona. It's such a beautiful vortex of energy. And yeah, I can't wait to see you grow while you're there for those couple of days. Blue says, I was in the nothing and it felt great there. It really does. It really feels amazing when we just shut out everything that we think is there, just closing our eyes and just being. Good morning, Isabel. And Blue says, now I want to go get into trouble with me Leos. Sedona, we still have a bed for you, Blue, if you want to come. It's not totally full because I had to get a bigger house. I got to get a bigger house because we got a lot of Floridians coming. We're going to, about half of it, I think, is going to be full of Floridian energy. So I am so excited about that. And then the new people, I've got people coming that I don't know that I get to meet for the very first time. So it's going to be amazing. And Auntie Jean said it felt somewhat like it felt when Suzanne and I stood in the vortex in Florida. Yeah, that vortex at Casadega is really powerful. Just wait till you get into Sedona, Auntie Jean. Just wait till we go out there and stand with some of those red rocks and stand on that precipice and just allow ourselves to float. We're not going to jump. We'll just float with our energy. I know. Leo, let's see if we can talk our Blue into coming to Sedona. All right, let's see what Kuan Yin has to say about all of this stuff this morning. So her message is, okay. So talking about Blue coming to Sedona and anybody else who'd like to come. Love makes all things possible. Love makes all things possible. Take your time, commit to the inner journey, and don't give up. The Divine Mother is always there. Success will be yours. Well, there you go then. I love how she just piggybacked there, committing to that inner journey, because that's where we go. We really do journey inside once we shut out everything else, all that distraction that's called the outer world, that a lot of people, most people think that's the real world, is what we see with our physical eyes. But it's not. That's not the real world. That's our made-up world. That's what we think that we need to have in front of us. All we need is what's inside our hearts. And I just love that some of you went there with me, that when the angel said, close your eyes and do this, you actually did it. Give yourselves a pat on the back this morning for listening to that angel guidance. They know what we need. They always know what we need. And when we're in Sedona, going to be so amazing to do some of these experiences like this and to feel that vortex energy that's just going to lift us off the ground. And then later in the year, we're going to come down into Florida and do the same thing. We're just going to have some experience at these retreats. That's what they're for. They're experiential retreats, and getting together and laughing and playing and going deeper inside and maybe even crying. And Blue says, Leo, just think of the fairy we could see there together. There are lots of elementals playing in those red rocks in Sedona. They just love that energy. And this house that we're going to be in, we changed houses. The other one had good energy, but this one, you really have a great view of the red rocks. We're going to be right in the heart of Sedona. And it's a beautiful energy inside and outside of the house. And Kathy says, I love that. Love never gives up. I know, Blue. Me and you are on the same page with that, with snakes. I grew up with them. And no, thank you. I'll leave that to our Auntie Jean. She's our snake charmer. She just loves animals and they love her right back. And I do too, but I love snakes from a distance. I know you will, Auntie Jean. You'll keep those snakes in line, won't you? You'll make them behave. And Kathy says, due to a busy April and May, I have to miss out on Sedona. I wish you could be there, Kathy. But hopefully, toward the end of the year, you can come down to Florida and we can all be warm together down in that beautiful state. Joanne Castrillo, good morning, good morning. Joanne says, Kathy, please try to fit Sedona in. I really wish we could have our Kathy there. What a beautiful light. Fairies and aliens. Maybe that's what I should have called the retreat. Wow, Leo, I just got this beautiful vision with the fairies playing with the aliens. Oh my, I think we're going to have to do something with that while we're there. And Blue says, yes, that is what seems to be happening here. Okay, I'm not sure what's happening here, but I think fairies and aliens. You got me thinking there, Leo. Tammy, good morning, sweet Tammy. And Blue says, Kathy Sassy Pants. Yes, she is. We love our Kathy Sassy Pants. And Joanne says, fairies and aliens, magical. I know, Joe. Our Joanne has a real treat for us in Sedona. We're not going to tell you what it is yet, because I don't have the agenda published just yet. Isabel, the details are, we're meeting on April the 14th and having a great time together. This is going to be experiential, which means we're just going to have experience after experience after experience. We're going out into some of those red rocks. We're going to sit in the energy on the outside and just be blessed. We have people that are leading us in different experiences. Joanne's one of them. And yeah, it's just going to be magical. We're going to encounter some of the aliens that are there. I know we are. I'm trying to get in touch with the lady that I met that does UFO tours and see if she'll give us a special deal or come talk to us at the retreat. That would be great if she could come give us some insight. Suzanne, April 14th through the 17th. And I think some people are even planning on hanging out a little bit longer than that because it's going to go so fast. And there's so much to do and see in Sedona. I'm going to be in Scottsdale right after Sedona and visiting more with our Sharon Rhea. And Sharon, I'm pretty sure, is going to be at the retreat to teach us and lead us in some comfy couch experiences. Okay, so Hope says a book by TeriAngel, Aliens and Fairies. It could be, you just never know. And Joanne is sending hugs to Kathy and says, we'll miss you in Sedona. We sure will. I'm hoping you can come to Florida, Kathy. That would be great. And Leo says, I was watching a documentary about quantum chemistry and biology and how the scientists explain the ethereal universe around us. Fairies are real, but we can't see them. Well, most people can't, but we do. I've actually captured them on film, on video, and on picture. So yeah, I know they're real. Isabel, it's a very reasonable cost. It's $350, and that's for the whole experience. So come on out, Isabel. I'd love to have you out there. Lots of Floridians are going. Leo's is going. Joanne's going. So Elena's going to be there. Come on out. And Jean says, I'm maybe going to trial in April for my car crash. I have to sue my insurance company. It's been 10 years and more. It's April. I don't know the dates, but I love Scottsdale. That's where Sharon lives, and I'm going to be visiting with her for a few days after the retreat. Okay, Suzanne, I would love to come, but I need someone for the dogs and to be there with Jackie. Well, if it's meant to be, it will be. And let's just put that energy out there, Suzanne. I would love to see you there. You have been doing such beautiful inside work, and that's what Sedona is all about. It's working on the inside. It's called transcendence, coming out of the eclipse. The eclipse is our shadow self. The eclipse is that part that we don't normally look at. And so let's just do it. Suzanne, I'm going to just envision you there and see what happens. There's not a whole lot more room at the house, but you know what? We'll make room. We'll make room when you guys say, yes, I'm coming. I can sleep on an air mattress on the floor. I have no problem with that. Okay, so who has worked hard? I'm not sure, I missed something there. Oh, Kathy, we're going to be buying a new vehicle and traveling a lot to North Carolina because Marlena graduates in May. Yay, congratulations to her. I know she's done wonderful, hasn't she? Tammy says, Sedona is so pretty and the energy is crazy. Can't wait to hear your stories after. You know there's going to be lots of stories. There's going to be lots of laughter. There's going to be lots of experiences. Hopefully we won't have anybody that wants to go up in the UFO and, and flow away from us. But, you know, what happens in Sedona stays in Sedona. Oh, one of your nieces lives in Sedona. Awesome. Even more of an opportunity for you to come. But we'll just know that whoever is meant to be there will be there. And that's how I always approach things. Whoever's supposed to hear the words when I come on the air, that's who's going to hear it. There's no stress in that. So we had a big enough outpouring of people that wanted to come that I had to go to a bigger house. And that's what the angels provided yesterday. There was no stress. And was it you, Joanne, that told me that Mercury went direct yesterday? And as soon as you told me that, that house opened up. There were two that I had looked at, and the perfect one opened up. And the financing and everything. It was just so beautiful to watch it fall into place. Charlie, good morning, good morning. All right, so it is time to go into our prayers. If you have any prayer requests, just if you want to place yourself in the prayer circle, maybe you want to come to a retreat, whether it's Sedona or Florida or wherever they're taking us in 2024, which I believe is going to be India and maybe even some other places like the UK. Hope I would love to come over there and bring the Peace on Earth tour and gather some people around to find out more about how to bring peace through in the world. Oh, I see that we're going to do another land blessing in Sedona. There was one that happened with Kalina Malnar and William Melchizedek. That one happened a couple of years ago, and it was such a beautiful experience. So we're going to do another land blessing. I think I will talk to the landowner, the homeowner, where we're going and see if they'll let us do one right there where they're at. And maybe even a peace poll. Who knows? Sedona is not going to be the same after we all converge on it. That's for sure. It wasn't you. Okay, I can't remember who told me that Mercury went direct. And as soon as those words came in my message, it's like, oh, we're free. We can do whatever we want to do without any resistance. And that's what happened. There was no resistance at all to letting go of the house we already had laid claim on and moving to the bigger house where we can take care of everybody that's going to come in. Hope I don't have the date set. I'm flying into Florida in the next couple of weeks, and I'll be looking at some places, and then based on that, we'll set a date. But I'll be sure to let you know well ahead of time. And there's our Deirdre with our prayers for all humans, for Gaia and world peace, and attention to human trafficking. Prayers for Joanne's cat, Calypso. Oh, sweet cat. Let's get you all healed up with that sinus infection. And Julie, thank you. Prayers for all in need. Oksana, good morning. Oksana would like to come to the retreat. So I say yes to the universe to help me to align all possibilities to bring it to fruition. Can I add Max for quick recovering? He's coughing again. Okay, let's just send that energy to Max that you are healthy, you are healed, everything is working perfectly in God's divine plan. Let's speak those words of health over our Max. And Hope says, yes, Mercury yesterday went direct. No more resistance, you guys. Whatever it is you want to bring forth to you, now is the time. It's time to manifest it. And Blue says, all creatures, great and small. Yes, indeed. Auntie Jean says, the new house is beautiful with lovely views. Yeah, you can just stand outside and see those, or even sit inside and see those beautiful red rock formations in Sedona. Suzanne, prayers please for the family of the missing mom. She was found yesterday. The outcome wasn't good. I heard that, Suzanne. Yeah, lots going on there in Pennsylvania right now. So let's lift up the area that you live in. Sally, good morning, Sally and Tony. And what great news from our Tony. I saw your message yesterday, and we have been praying for a miracle, and we got it. So thank you, God, for our Tony De La Rosa and the beautiful energy that's now coming forth, that she knows she can just relax and get better. And that's what we want for all of us, isn't it? For our bodies to hold up, for us to be the very best human we can be while we're here. Tammy, extra prayers for me. Pretty please. Have an interview on Monday. Yay. I love hearing that, Tammy. We've been praying for you for something to open up. And Mercury's direct. So hold on to that. Just go ahead and hold it in your heart that it's a done deal. You already have it. Diana Miles, good morning to you. And Auntie Jean says, I would go with the aliens in a minute. Hey, I went with Teri. Hey, I resemble that remark. You did. You flew in the angel mobile, so I can see you flying in a UFO for sure. Leo says, prayers for Lisa Marie's spirit and for the Presleys. My heart is still aching from her loss. Yeah, you and the whole world, Leo. Yeah, that was a big loss and a big hole that's left there. And let's lift her children up, because it's going to be tough for them, and tough life they have ahead of them. Sally says, yes, keep Toni in your prayers for her insurance to continue to cover it. It just went from $7,000 a month to about $14,000. Yeah, there is no reason for it to be that much. That's my opinion, and then I'll say that and shut up about it. But yes, let's just pray that she's totally covered, that everything is working perfectly, so she can have the help that she needs to take care of her body. And let's see her body working to perfection. All right, so thank you for the prayers. Thank you for the people that you're placing in the prayer circle. And let's just go into that place in our heart. If you want to close your eyes again, I love that. Closing the eyes, going into the oneness. Let's just feel that oneness right now. Like Rumi says, I am you, and say you are me. Just be each other, because we are. We are each other, and we are having this beautiful dream together. Let's just make it even more beautiful by bringing in miracles. So take a deep breath into your heart. What do you see when you close your eyes? When you're in that nothingness, when you're in the void? Do you see love? It's there. Maybe you see joy. Maybe you see an opportunity to play. Maybe those fairies are showing themselves as soon as you close out all the distractions. Let's envision together this huge field. And in that field, there's a circle forming. Just watch as that circle comes more and more into view. And see within that circle all the people that we place every day in our prayer circle. They're all right there now. See them dancing. Yes, I see Toni dancing. I see Lisa Marie dancing. I see Auntie Jean dancing. All of you, just get up and dance. When you shut out all the distractions, you don't worry about what anybody else thinks about you dancing, or moving, or lifting your arms up, or hugging yourself. There is nobody to watch. So you do it all by yourself. You just get up off your feet, let your feet move you, let the energy move you, and just be in this glorious moment together of love. And everyone that's there in that prayer circle, let's lift them with that love. Let's lift them higher and higher, and ask for the divine to bless them with whatever miracle it is that's to come forth. Whatever is needed in their life, whether that's for their physical being, their emotional, their mental, their spiritual. Let's just ask for the very best outcome for these prayers that we're lifting up. And now let's just play in that circle. I see some square dancing going on. Do you all know what square dancing is? Wow, that took me back to my childhood. Just grab somebody, link your arm through theirs, and just dance. Just keep going in circles. Kick your feet up. Maybe even just jump up in the air. But just be in the energy of play in this very moment. The more we play, the higher our spirit goes. the more we raise our frequency and our vibration to really make an impact here on the earth. We're only here for such a short minute. Let's have minutes like this, where we just enjoy and we just be with each other, love each other. And that's where we're going now. So in your mind's eye, just see everyone that's gathered here today. Just give them a hug. Give them words of love. I am you and you are me and I love you. Let's do that. Let's see ourselves in each other. And now let the angels just touch you with whatever is needed, wherever you need a blessing today, whether that's courage, maybe you need that help to speak up and speak your authentic voice. Maybe you need help making a decision, or maybe you need help with just letting your inner being flow that love, knowing that you are one with the universe. And let's give honor to our Creator. Om is the sound, the cosmic sound of God. Just do an Om right now. Just reach out and let that beautiful sound carry you right to where the Creator is looking at you, honoring that presence of the greatest being that is. And we do it through the sound of Om. Let it ring inside your head, inside your heart. Let it flow out from you, just sending out beautiful love to the divine. And when you do that, a peace happens. It's the peace that passes all understanding, because you've shut out all distraction. It's just you and God, however you envision God to be. So just breathe that in again. Breathe in the love. Breathe in the light. And let's give some gratitude and some love to each other. We do that every day. We say, on the count of 3, 2, 1, thank you. I love you. And really feel it. Really feel that love. There's nothing like it. When you connect into the oneness of all, when you connect into the divine through what's inside of you, just let it flow. If you want to chant Om all day long, there's nothing stopping you. Just get into that energy of connection and let it flow. And Leo says we can have square dancing in Sedona. And I'll prepare this time and bring music for Zumba. I can't do Zumba. I'll be there. I'll watch. But yeah, we can dance. We can sing. We can just free flow the energy. I love that. Okay, so Oksana says, for big bills, never finish negative statements. Reverse by affirming, God is my instant and everlasting supply, and that bill is paid in divine order. That's right. You know, I have followed Abraham for years and for decades. And one of the things that Abraham teaches us is if you have a bill, if it comes in the mail, or you can even just write it out if you don't have a paper copy of it. A lot of us do bills online now. But right on there, paid. Thank you, God, for the money to pay this. And that really does work. I've done that for years. If there's something I'm struggling with and I say, I don't know how I'm going to pay this bill. I don't know how I'm going to pay that car payment or the insurance or whatever it might be that is we're facing and struggling. Paid. done deal, already done, and then leave it at that. Jennifer says, I wonder if she ever had her heart checked out. Her dad died of a heart attack at 42 years. I know, Jen, I was thinking about that myself, that, isn't it interesting? And I think the family, the children, will be looking at that as well. But can't go into any fear. Stay in the positive. Everything happens in divine timing. And that's what I go with, that it was divine timing. It was a loss for all of us that loved her and followed that beautiful family. So it's all divine. Brachetta, hi, darling. Thank you for being here. Oh, thank you. I love you. What beautiful words. And Annie says, weird, we're talking about bills. And yes, yeah, Annie, just do that. Just see it paid and claim it paid. Neville Goddard is somebody that I really pay a lot of attention to. And it's the same thought that Neville tells us to use, to see it already a done deal. Hold it in your heart that it's already taken care of. It's not even an issue anymore. And just go with that. You're going to see Miss Dolly today, Blue. Oh, I'm so happy about that. Queen Dolly, yes. As far as we know, baby Wyatt is doing good, Hope. I know Kathleen was on here. Maybe she can give us some insight about what's happening. And I really encourage all of you to lift up our Captain Corey over in the UK. And Hope, if you're not aware of who Captain Corey is, I'll send you a link so you can watch one of the videos of him. He's this beautiful 11-year-old over in the UK who has a failing heart. He's had 2 transplants and he's not going to go through that again. So he knows that he has whatever time he has left here on the planet, and he's enjoying every minute of it and being a huge blessing for us all. And I encourage us all to just send love to his family. His beautiful mom, Pixie, she is just amazing and has such a wonderful attitude. So please lift them up. And Blue says, Dolly and Bills, Dave is going to build a barn for her so she can be here. Seeing this as done, she needs to retire and be there. Yes, she does. She needs to be around you, Blue, for sure. And Sally says, I say it and turn around and walk away, set it and forget it. Yeah. Oh, I know, Leo. I've known several people who have, I feel, have died of a broken heart. It is a real thing. And Annie says, the angels are starting to show me their colors when they're around someone. Beautiful. And Hope, I'll send you a link. You can understand more about our Captain Corey and why we're all gathered around him. And Kathleen says, haven't heard anything more about Wyatt. Seems like he's still doing well. His mom is finding a way to take care of herself better. Awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. Well, I'm going to go find our Leos. I'm sorry, I said it wrong, so I probably won't find him. It's Lizos. And where are you? There you are. So let's let Leo help us dance our way out of here this morning. Come on, Leo, you can do it. There we go.
Good morning, Earthlings. It's time to get up and get ready because today's the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go. Come on, come on. Come on, let's play. It's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. One on peace for peace, on our mission for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead. Wherever meets under, we create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels, and the masters. take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning cup full of joy, every day to start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy, with all the peace and the power. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy, every day to start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy, with all the peace and the power. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup full of joy, give me a cup full of, give me a cup full of joy, give me a cup full of. Full of joy, full of light, full of love. Bottomless refuse, spilling out from the top. Here, the coffee's always hot and the trust is always yours. The sun is calling out to play a spoon on the shores. Today's a new day, we all part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can slide with us, there is always no space in the pot. Full of love, take a spot to get the day started. Morning cup full of joy, every day to start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy, with all the peace and the power. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy, every day to start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy, with all the peace and the power. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup full of joy, give me a cup full of, give me a cup full of joy, give me a cup full of, give me a cup full of joy, give me a cup full of, give me a cup full of joy, give me a cup full of. There really is no secret. We simply accept, align, allow. AAA, morning cup full of joy, every day to start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy, with all the peace and the power. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy, every day to start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy, with all the peace and the power. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup of joy, cup of joy, full of joy, give me a cup, give me a cup of joy, give me a cup of joy, give me a joy, give me a cup of joy, give me a cup of joy, give me a cup of joy, give me a joy, give me a cup of 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 joy. Give me a cup of joy.
Oh, I'm not going to cut it off today. Woo! Thank you, Lizos. Thank you to everybody that came in today. So much love. Stay in your heart. Stay blessed. Stay in the knowingness that whatever it is that you want to manifest, whatever you want to create, close your eyes and do it. Just do it. Shut out all the distractions. And congratulations, Miss Annie. I know that's great news. So be blessed this day and bless others with your smile. Marietta reminds us that spirit magnifies incredible loving energy. So let your energy flow where it needs to be. Let it be a blessing to others on the planet. I love you so much. Namaste.